Today is a quickie lesson about borders. And I've got this border or this quilt out to emphasize the border business. Whenever you're making a quilt and you're ready to add borders, you always want to add border fabric that is cut lengthwise on the lengthwise grain of your fabric. If you try to use this crosswise grain, it often will develop sort of a waviness because it's not the straight grain. So always cut your borders on the lengthwise grain. And because of that, when I am working on a quilt, when I decide what color I'm going to use for my border, and today was a perfect example. I'm working on a black and white quilt. Here's some of my fabrics in my fabric box. I went to the quilt shop and I bought black fabric for the border. I'm not quite sure how long my quilt will end up, but I think it's going to end up to be maybe 72 inches. So I wanted to get, to have it easy enough, I wanted to get at least 2 yards. I think I got 2.5 yards. When I bring it home, now washing or not washing, it's up to you. But before I cut this border to use inside the quilt, I don't want to start cutting across to do things inside the quilt, because then I'm cutting the amount of outside border fabric that I have. So usually what I do is I bring it home, I snip it right at the fold, and I rip those two pieces apart. So now I have 2 pieces of border fabric. One is for using on my borders, and one will be for using if I put something in the middle of a quilt. So I pretty much do that all the time, and that keeps me from having to piece the border or from using something else. So just keep it in mind when you're working on before you do your borders. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe to see more of similar videos. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up so I know what people are wanting to see. And if you have any comments or questions or things that you're wanting to see more of, let me know that in the comments too. Thanks again.